champ, Ronan came alive. In this mother other time for me to bury all you rap whack undercovers. I'm from the gutter where nobody love us. With us, so you kill us, ain't nobody taking nothing from us. Blood in my eye, Jaws, Jackson come alive in these killer team rhymes. I don't know who to let these creeps creep by. Now the father's alive.
Yes, indeed, man. We back for another installment. I'm your homie Ill Mix. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Obviously we got a blank show session. I hope y'all understand, man. We was busy with Thanksgiving festivities.
Yeah,
so we just didn't have time for it. But we back, and we got 2 weeks worth of stuff to talk about. One of the things I want to talk about is Don't Flop came out with the DNA verse censor.
Yeah. The baby vomit. It was pretty funny. When you told me that, I didn't know what you meant. When I watched it, it really was like baby though. Like it was all sudden.
I told you.
It was all sudden and like
just
noiseless
fast.
and shit.
Right.
And it looked like baby vomit too. Like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
It was a dope battle though. I thought
it was one-sided.
DNA clearly won. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bad matchup, if you ask me, for DNA.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
I felt like he should have got unanimous or maybe definition or I don't know, somebody better.
Yeah. What's that tall light-skinned dude's name, man? Don't Flop.
Tony D. Yeah.
No, not him, man. This dude with braids.
Man, the dude that battled Vic Cannon. What's his name? Tensai or something like that.
I forget. I ain't seen him in a minute, man.
Tenshu or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. That's it. Tenshu.
Yeah. Yeah, he was nice. I ain't seen him in a while since that. I think he battled Frank Stacks, maybe?
Yeah, he did. And they got locked up or something. Yeah,
I ain't seen him. Man, DNA pretty much, we it's an overwhelming consensus between us that, DNA bodied that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even
besides
with
the baby throw up.
But he should have got on him more for that. I mean, he tried to say something about it, but it was corny.
Yeah, it didn't work. Other battle came out that same week, Kiccha versus John. What you thought about that?
Oh, man. Kiccha, obviously, he surprised me with his performance. John, could have been better, but I thought the crowd was a little biased.
Yeah.
For Kiccha, but I still feel that Kiccha, won. You know what I'm saying? But I think the crowd make it a little worse than it was. Kiccha. Also, I will say that some of John John's schemes and lines were not hitting probably like he thought they would hit.
Right. Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that multiple choice shit is played.
Yeah, he need to come up with something else, man.
Yeah. What do you think?
You gotta switch it up. I thought the crowd, I didn't think they were biased. I just thought they were very disrespectful. But what's new? You know what I mean? What's new with a URL crowd? They talk during your verses. You know what I mean? They just got a blatant lack of respect for the MC.
Yeah.
I'm
tired of it.
I'm tired of it too, but I'm accepting it at this point. You know what I mean? Like what? That's just what we've come. It's what we've come to expect from URL. You know what I mean? You best believe that when Armageddon comes up, it's gonna be the same deal. You know what I mean? As long as you keep your battles in New York and they get away with murder, then they're gonna keep murdering. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But I thought Kiccha killed him. You know what I mean? I didn't think the crowd was biased. I thought they were just, you know what I mean? Like they really. They're just a
not
tough
as
crowd.
Bad as
usual,
bro. Just a little bit, Like,
I thought it was funny. You pointed this out to me, Rex sitting on stage. I didn't even peep it the first time I watched the
that shit was funny. I don't know what the fuck.
I didn't even peep it. Like it was there. Obviously, I just didn't notice it. You know what I mean? But you told me about it.
Yeah, that nigga was sitting on the stage, not in the
John
back, on
like
front
right by
the
his
stage.
Yeah,
like that. What the fuck, nigga? You got me twisted.
And it looked like he was heckling him too.
He was like top
right
mob,
there,
you know.
Right. Yeah, now that's wrong. Now somebody should have been able to, fix that. But I mean, all things being said, I thought K-Shine won pretty decisively.
He did.
I thought it was K-Shine's best battle ever. You know what I mean? Like he's battled a lot of. He's battled Calico and Shotgun Suge and you name him. He's probably battled.
He's gonna need that and some to beat
against DNA. Y'all, DNA's on fire. We've already
some.
Yeah. I mean that's. So we gonna see what K-Shine got. And if he bodies DNA or if he even makes it dateable or beats him, then you can't take nothing away from Dot Mob or K-Shine. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
All them guys
doing their thing right now.
Right. Speaking of Dot Mob, another battle. A unofficial member of Dot Mob, I guess, Tay Rock, went up against Cortez at that same venue.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I knew that was like. Yeah, I knew he was like unofficial Dot Mob. You know what I mean? He's not like Dot Mob and like K-Shine or nothing, but he is Dot Mob. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been there before Daylight and Real Deal and this whole new wave of Dot Mob. You know what I mean? But he was never like core member.
Okay.
But yeah, that battle was dope. I thought they were being biased for that battle. I thought that battle was real biased, but I thought Tay Rock did a great job at swaying the crowd by spitting lines that they just had to respect. They had to respect it. And I thought Cortez's the misfit chick that rolls with him, I thought she was making him look bad. You know what I mean? She was just a little too hype. She was too hype.
Dressed the same too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was dressed like some, double mint twins and you know what I mean? She was over there just getting a little too hype, jumping around and stuff, just kind of looking real corny and suspect, and I didn't think it helped him. I think it hurt him. It hurt his performance more than it helped. So, and then on top of that, Tay Rock was coming with it. And Cortez was doing his thing, too. I don't think this was no body bag or nothing. I think if you said Cortez won, I wouldn't be mad at you. But me personally, I thought Tay Rock edged it.
I think he edged all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
All 3 rounds. Like, I'd say the first round was probably the closest, but after that, it got a little bit more decisive each round.
Right.
And that girl was definitely not a good look for Cortez.
I appreciate. I get what he's trying to do. Like that's his homie, probably from the block or whatever. And he's trying to get her some shine. You know what I mean? But you gotta, you know what I mean? When it starts jeopardizing your battles, man, you gotta start thinking about stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see how Dot Mob got rid of that light skinned dude. Remember that one dude?
Nah, they didn't get rid of him. They just put out a video the other day with him all over it, man. Yeah, talking about it was K-Shine's music video.
Subject, bro, but I saw this freestyle on YouTube the other day.
Yeah.
With Murder Mook and T-Rex is a couple years old.
Yeah.
And after when Rex starts spitting, he gets so hype and he starts doing this jack off motion.
What?
He does it for like 10 seconds, dog. Check. I'll show you the video. And then people will all watch the comments like, dude got so hyped he started jacking off the air and shit. I swear to God, man. But
he got really excited for those bars, man.
Yeah, man. He couldn't do it in real life, so he just had to do it to the air real quick.
That's funny, man. I ain't seen that, man. So we both agree. We both agree Tay Rock took that battle.
Yeah, Tay Rock surprised the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
But you know what was another interesting factor of that battle is the fact there was a nice little intro to it, like most Smack battles.
Oh yeah.
And it was the first rematch in URL history coming at Get up on my face, son. Get on my face.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, drama. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Armageddon got another battle, another blockbuster battle, too. You say what you say, J. Dose ain't been in there, and I can dig it. I can agree with it. He hasn't battled in this format since then. You know what I mean? He was at the 106, but they battle over beats. You know what I mean? They got the old school vibe still, and then you can't curse and all types of rules, So it's going to be interesting to see how J. Dose... Like, is J. Dose going to shoot into, because J. Dose could do a number of things. He could either come and get killed, like I'm sure everyone expects him to, and just fall off the face of the earth, or he could come kill Math Hoffa and then shoot into top tier just instantly. You know what I mean?
He could. It's Math is definitely giving the kid an opportunity. Like, you can say what you want to say.
Right.
But he's giving him opportunity. But this is what I find funny about that battle, man. Like, we already saw Mav punch him in the face, so like, is he gonna come talking tough? You know, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But this is the thing, though. That story has been told.
I know
many different ways.
Yeah.
You know, they say he hit him, but he didn't knock him out. You know what I mean? They ended up scrapping.
They ended
up. Yeah. You know what I mean? They didn't show you everything. Like Matt's taking a lot of shots about that, saying, "Oh, you got the weakest jab." You know what I mean? Like, you know. So it's not like he just laid Dose out. Like, you know what I mean? He left him snoring on the ground or something. You know what I mean?
Because
if that would have been the case,
if Dose tells the story.
This is the thing to remember, in my opinion. In my opinion, the thing to remember is Math was styling on him with his laid-back presence, but Dose was spitting some shit.
He was spitting.
You know what I mean? Like, Dose was like, hey, bro, turn your dome to a stadium. That's still a classic, bro. Like, hey, like, Dose was spitting. I'm like, yo, this dude Dose is nice. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm interested, you know. But speaking of that, you know, in the last intro for the battle, K-Shine versus John, Smack was talking about, you know, don't follow the imitators, you know, roll with the innovators. So then I see this new trailer, UW. What is it, Apocalypse?
Apocalypse. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not Revelations, not Armageddon.
Not Armageddon, Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, you know, it's after Armageddon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and he mentions, you know, the constant reference to the imitators, you know what I mean? He kind of gets back at Smack with all the subliminal jazz that he's been throwing, you know. It was a real interesting trailer.
Take a long time for the battles to come out.
Yeah. He threw some shots back. He's like, you know what, man, y'all gonna keep taking shots at me? Here you go. Bang, bang. Here's some your way. You know what I mean? So, and I couldn't do nothing but respect it. I'm like, man, Arsenal is a young businessman out here doing his thing. I got to give respect to Arsenal, salute to Arsenal for putting competition in the battle game. That ain't going to do nothing but make URL step their game up. It's going to make URL step their game up. Therefore, they're going to step their game up. Everything just gets better. Competition is nothing but good.
Exactly.
So anyway, and then I'm looking at this card, and I'm like, yo, they already doing something URL never did. They bringing in a European cat.
Yeah.
That deserves to come. I mean, King of the Dot does it all the time. Yeah, they bring in everyone. But, you know, these, you know, I guess you want to call them hood battle leagues or black battle league, whatever you want to call them, man, they don't never bring these guys in. But UW's doing it. They bringing in Shoddy Horror and giving him a street-type opponent in Daylight.
That's what I'm saying.
That's going to be awesome.
While we're on that, that's a dope battle right there.
Yeah.
But while we're on that subject, bro, like, Arsenal with his league, because he's been in King of the Dot, he's been in Don't Flop.
Grind Time.
I think you're gonna start seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like he can take over that little side of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring these King of the Dot cats down and put them versus a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what people want to see.
Connections everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Daylight and Shoddy Horror, bro, that's gonna be a good one. Daylight better come with it. Because I guarantee you Shoddy going to come with it.
Oh, Shoddy's going to come with it, bro. He's been waiting to come to America, man. You know, and I like Shoddy, man. That battle he had with Arsenal was classic.
Classic fucking battle.
You know, and I think he earned Arsenal's respect right there, and that's why Arsenal brought him, honestly. I think that's got a big reason to do with why he's on this card and why he felt necessary to give him an opponent. And I think it's going to be I think it's going to work out for UW. This is going to be a very diverse battle. See, now you're going to get a different audience. You know what I mean? You're going to start combining audiences, and that's what you're supposed to do.
In Ireland watching this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know
that's what you got to do. You got to appeal to the whole world, not just
You're supposed to compete, man. Battling is about competing. It's not all about New York, St. Louis, and Detroit, man. That's not what it's all about.
Chicago.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's about, you know, London, you know, Europe, America, Florida, down south,
Atlanta,
up north, West Coast. You know what I mean? Like everything.
Everywhere.
And not to take no shots at URL because I love what the URL does, but I have not seen one cat. I have not seen one cat from the South.
Not one.
I'm not even from the South, so
you
don't come hit me with some bias.
South either, but at least they
like, what's up? Do people in the South not battle? I don't believe that.
That's not true. Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Everybody needs to be represented, you know? And also, I don't see nobody from the West Coast.
Only a few cats. Only a few.
Like, come on. Rap is big in the West Coast. Like, what's going on? Like, why are we being biased? Like, and all they're doing is leaving the door open for somebody who doesn't want to be biased to take over.
Exactly.
And hopefully that's what UW does, because I like the Shotty Horde Daylight. Another battle they got, Math versus Suge. Math Hoffa versus Shotgun Suge. The battle of the bullies, man. I've been waiting for this matchup because I'm like, yo, that needs to happen. You know, these are two big bullies on stage that ain't afraid to say nothing, you know, acting like they ready to fight, you know. And what's interesting is Math is going to battle J Dose and then turn around battle Shotgun Suge not more than 2 months later. So
when is that? Yeah, when is this event supposed to go down?
February. They didn't give an exact date, but they said February. Yeah.
Man, I think Math is gonna handle that one.
So Math's trying to go on a run.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to edge it to Shotgun, man, because I think Shotgun's hungry. You know. And you know what's funny though? You know what? I'm tripping because I'm talking about Math battling in 2 months. Shotgun Suge got to go from Bill Collector. He got to take care of Bill Collector, which is going to be tough. That's going to be a mean battle right there. And then he got to turn around and battle Math. So Shotgun Suge, you know, he's on he's on a little.
I think we might be seeing the end of Shotgun, man.
It's possible, man. He's taking on two heavyweights. That's for sure. That's for sure. Two heavyweights. And then, which I'm surprised is not the main event, Arsenal versus Charlie Clips. I would figure that would be the main event. You know,
I'm glad it's not, man. I'm glad Arsenal's not going to make himself the main event every time.
I think that's why it's not. I honestly believe that's why it's not the main event.
It could be the main event, you know what I'm saying? But it could also not be the main event. But, I mean, we'll get to that main event coming up. I don't think it, you know. But anyway, I think that Charlie Clips and Arsenal's going to be a good battle, man. That's going to be
this is a great battle matchup because it's two different styles.
Exactly.
It's the laid back lyrics, you know what I mean, just like crazy make you think bars versus the in your face disrespectful, you know what I mean, just it's not all about making you think. I mean, it's some about that, but it's also about just being blatant, you know what I mean? And it's going to be a nice diverse battle. Yeah, exactly. So I'm very interested for that because I like both of those MCs. I'm a big Charlie Clips fan, big Arsenal fan. Yeah. So I'm very interested to see how that works out. You know, and they said the main event. You know, O-Red. I don't know if he's. You know, I don't got no disrespectful towards dude, but I just don't know if he's ever given a reason to be a main event MC, but he's got it. He's got his chance. Now he can take this one and turn into that. You know what I mean? So this is his opportunity.
I'm gonna give him a shot, man. Like, cause I honestly, I am thinking like, what, you know, but if he
and I'll tell you what. Now think about this. Think about this though. If T-Rex kills Disaster, I mean, you're talking about a T-Rex that's on super hot fire mode. You know what I mean? That's who he's gonna be battling. You know what I mean? He T-Rex is already on this winning streak, and if he goes through Disaster too, now see the flip side of that is if he loses Disaster, then you know what I mean, it's gonna kind of lower the buzz for the battle.
Well, see, then we go to the the URL thing where nobody ever loses. So you know what I'm saying, don't just brush it off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know
right. There's no such thing as losing in URL, right? And there's no one in UW too. Not no disrespect to URL. They don't. You know, a lot of places don't judge battles no more. But yeah, O-Red versus T-Rex, man, I don't know, man. I just don't think O-Red shown me enough to make me believe that he can go toe-to-toe with a dude like T-Rex.
You see that O-Red Miss Hustle?
I did see that, yeah. I did see that. That was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. I thought it would be whack, but it was dope, man.
It was dope. And I'm not trying to front on O-Red. O-Red did great against X Factor, but I say the same thing about X Factor. I don't think X Factor is a top-tier main event type person either.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? Now, he did do good against Calico, and I do think Calico is a main event type dude, you know. That was his one battle where he did kind of like, he surprised the hell out of me, that one. And he's been better ever since. He did great against X Factor, and now he did good against Miss Hustley. Now he's got T-Rex. So we'll see, man. Maybe he probably
I think he's
come
put in
out
his time. You know what I'm saying? He deserves
yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah.
So like I hope he grabs his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's a lot of battles on that card that could be main event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, in the spirit of being fair, I gotta say there was another battle in a league that has been long forgotten. You know, you gotta wipe the dust out the air when you walk in the room, and you know what I mean, get your gas mask on and shit, and you see Heartless versus Kiccha. I don't know who Kiccha is, but Heartless, we know he's the Suns, you know what I mean, and he went back to try and, you know, resuscitate Grind Time.
I did not watch this battle.
Yeah, I did. I watched it.
Not gonna lie to you, I did not watch it, man.
I figured I should watch it because I'm like, you know, it's something. It's the first something that they've done in years, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'll watch it.
Let me see if I can guess what happened.
All right.
Heartless chewed him.
Yo, you know what, bro? He really did. Like, dude, now, this is something I have to bring. This is why I want to talk about this battle, honestly. Mm-hmm. I saw this battle coming because I heard him talk about it, and they said, you know, he wants to let Kiccha get a good top-tier opponent. I've never seen this Kiccha do before this battle. Now, so maybe he was killing all the, you know, no-name guys that they had. No disrespect to those no-name guys, but they no-name guys. Listen, you know what I mean? So he went through those guys, and then they figured that he deserved a named opponent with a name. So they gave him Heartless. Now, it's a one-round battle. First of all, I hate one-round battles, you know what I mean, because they end up spitting for 7 fucking minutes, and it's ridiculous. Yeah. So Kiccha goes first, and I swear to God, in his 7-minute round, or 10-minute, however long he rapped, he stole about 30 rhymes, bruh. He stole so many lines, bruh. Like, I just kept hearing lines. He stole the, you want to act world peace, and then I'll hit you if you acting hard in here. You know, he stole that from Rich Dollars. Wow. Man, dude, I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it. It was about 2 weeks ago. He stole so many. You'd have to go watch it.
Straight up, no change. Like
he stole B Magic's lines. He stole.
Did he change
like
them
people
up,
was calling out.
Like straight up.
Man, straight up thievery, bro. Just like, you know, just to make himself look like he's spitting, but he's just stealing all these other people's lines. Wow. And Heartless came back, and even with him stealing all those lines that were the dope lines, obviously, that's why he stole them, Heartless came back and spit, you know, some Sun shit where, you know what I mean, you got to slow it down, all that craziness, and just destroyed him. So him stealing rhymes didn't even help. He still lost. Like, so it was like, yo, it was kind of like
so he had
the way
with the snapback like baby butts.
Yeah, super late. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, snap at your butt like baby clothes. Yeah,
snap at your butt like baby clothes.
Yeah, man. Heartless, and now that's what I'm saying. Like, Heartless has been chewed.
On a little, okay, you know, he's stepping his shit up, man. I feel who's the last person he battled? Was it Moneybags?
Yeah.
Right?
I feel
he won that battle.
Yeah.
Debatable,
I mean, Heartless is a beast. Like, I'm not taking nothing from Heartless. Heartless he can write. You can tell he can write. He's got a pen. You know what I mean?
Who else from the Suns is doing anything right now? Besides
Conceited about the battle Sue Surf. You know what I mean? But QP done fell off the map.
Ever since Tall T went down, man, Tall
T wasn't Suns. He was Jungle.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just back around that time. Like they haven't been doing nothing since then. Fox was supposed to do that West Coast shit. You know, the West Coast.
Honestly, he probably still do got something involved. I don't know. But the Grind Time thing, though, it kind of made me realize, like, what I was watching. What you're watching, if you go watch Kiccha vs. Heartless, you can go watch the official death of Grind Time. You know what I mean? Because, like, Grind Time went from, you know, where all the top-tier cats was at to now where all these no-name guys are at. And what they did, they built up a couple of their no-name guys because they beat all the rest of the no-name guys, and then they gave them some opponents that aren't even top-tier, some mid-tier names, and then they got chewed.
The thing is, man, you can't be cheap, man. Like, I guarantee you, if they pull some money out, they can get niggas to come perform, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, you could get Heartless, somebody we know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Heartless should have been exactly.
Drop some money. Yeah, I get. You know, trying to build names up because there needs to be a new wave of battle rappers. It can't just be the same people over and over again.
But you got to do it right. You got to do it right.
You got to have a minor league and you got the big league. You know what I'm saying?
There's got to be. See, this has always been grind.
Yeah, no quality control. Yeah.
It has to be quality control. You can't just say, "Hey, first 10 people that get in the door can battle." You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
That's not a recipe for success.
You gotta work.
That's a recipe for 5 whack ass battles. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
From some early birds, man. You know, rappers is late to everything, man. You gotta, you know what I mean? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to do some research and find out who's really spitting, who's got some good music, who's out there doing their thing, and then you bring those guys in. And they're still no-name guys, but you bring them in. You don't just let it be first come first. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. You know. We participated one time. Remember, we went to the Midwest event a while ago. Columbus, and that footage never came out.
Yeah.
Like they're not about their business. They wasn't even about their business when they was on top. So I can just imagine how their business is now. You know what I mean? Like, So, you know, I just want to say RIP Grind Time, man. We're thankful for everything you used to give us, and you know, we'll watch all the old videos and remember the good old days.
Yeah,
you know,
RIP, you know.
RIP, man. King of the Dot won't let you down, man. You know, all you guys can go to King of the Dot now, man.
King of the Dot slacking. That AFK versus Just Days or whatever, that shit was whack.
Yeah, man. You know,
it's been a while since I've seen a good King of the Dot battle, man.
That's what I'm saying. King of the Dot is really slipping too, and it's like I can see them kind of following those footsteps, man. You know, like they got battles that could happen, but they aren't putting them together. Whatever happened to Bishop versus Paste? You know what I mean? That's something people wanted to see. Bishop Brigante versus Paste, a heated battle that's really got some energy in it. It's real life energy. It's not just battle rap. It's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put that together. That's million views guaranteed. You know what I mean? When it's real, it hits harder. You know what I mean? Let these motherfuckers
now it's
battle.
Too late, man. Now it's just
yeah, it's kind of fizzled out at this point. Yeah, it's not even worth it no more. You know what I mean? But still, they got to step their game up. Like that Grand Prix was a horrible failure. You know what I mean? Arcane won. Who didn't know he was going to beat Cheddar Cheese or whoever the dude was?
And they
you know
screwed
what I mean?
100 Bullets.
Screwed 100 Bullets. I mean, come on, man. Like it was a horrible failure. That Grand Prix was a horrible failure. Caustic only battled one time, and the one time he battled twice, and both times there was weird footage mistakes. You know, the first dude he battled was that New L dude, and and half of the third round was taken out mysteriously of the video. And then he battled the one dude.
Went to the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom, and Hollahan had to go.
He got
give him a pep talk. Yeah, give him the most compelling speech. Yo, some mark ass trick stepped on my sneakers. Hey man, listen. You put cocaine on the baking powder, and you get battle rap, man.
Yeah.
And you know, this is. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. We got 90 seconds, man, so we got to get up out of here. You know, it's been interesting these last 2 weeks. Really ain't got nothing less to say, man. What you want to go ahead and send us out of here, man?
Yeah, I guess, man. Yeah, it's been a great 2 weeks, man. Happy holidays to everybody. You know, hopefully these new battles will come out quick. We have some more shit to talk about, man. You know?
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir, man.
This is Battle Fiend Radio.
And we out.
Your boy Cappuccino.
And Ill Mix.
Signing off.
Peace.